come they want people to stop coming there? But when things like the Maui fire happen, they want our resources. They need help. They need donations from other people. How would those places be able to thrive without tourism? I don't understand.
What is going on, people, and welcome back again on the channel. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing good. If you are from the other channel supporting this channel, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And please, if you're watching this video right now, please smash the subscribe button so we can grow this channel together. In today's video, we are going to be checking out a video this lady made and posted. It was just like referencing how things are in Hawaii. She posted a video saying native people respectfully asking people not to vacation in Hawaii, but them going anyway. So this particular video that this lady made got a white man angry, and he decided to stitch to her video, but you guys are not even ready for what this man has to say, simply because this lady said people should not vacation in Hawaii right now due to how things are going for the native people over there.
The perspective and lip fillers on this one got some nerve.
Come on, y'all. She asked you nicely to not visit part of your own country. Why didn't you listen? It was nice. She said, please. You know, I always find it interesting when young people who haven't lived through any part of history that they gain their oppression status from have so much to say about other people's actions. The amount of narcissism that it takes to think you can tell other people not to travel to part of their own country and grow your economy, might I add, is next level. Now, it's quite obvious that what this post has to do with is not history. It has to do with the human desire for power. We see this all the time. We see people using their identities or their victim status to control the actions of others. We saw this in the marches in 2020 when you had white people bowing down to other people because they had more pigmentation in their skin. It's clear in this video that this woman here gets a high from thinking she can control other people's actions based off of her identity. Now, I don't think wanting power is a bad thing. I just think it should be earned and handled responsibly and equally. I also think it's hypocritical that the same desire for you to tell people not to come to your state because of your inherent want for power is the same desire that told people to come to your state and take it over. Culture should be shared amongst people. We should come together as human beings and recognize things that each culture can bring to the table. But I guess saying that wouldn't feed your narcissistic victim complex, would it?
He literally said a lot in this video. He called her a narcissistic person. He said they are gatekeeping their culture. Isn't it funny when these people who come from opportunities, are telling minorities how to go about their culture, what to share and what not to share, who to allow in and who not to allow in. He said it's a fight for power. The people going over there that are his own people, what are they doing over there? Why are they taking over their own space? It's so bad for people in Hawaii to a point that the native people can't even afford to live over there. And this is what this man has to say. For this lady just saying, you all need to be considerate to the people in Hawaii because things are so difficult and don't vacation over there. Because you getting over there makes things super expensive, take over some of the opportunities that should be given to these people. That was what this lady was talking about. This video was actually made before the fire incident, but hearing someone who come from opportunities telling minority how to do their culture, it gives me a certain feeling that I do not like. Like, what makes him think that he as well is not being narcissistic for saying that? Because I don't understand. He is talking from a white supremacist point and he's trying to, make this lady feel bad for letting the world know the situation of things going on in Hawaii. He decided to start calling her names, saying they are gatekeeping their culture. If he is not an entitled person, why is he saying that? Let me go on with what this TikToker has to say because he literally broke everything down. Don't go anywhere. Sit back and let's get into it.
Number one, that was projection. That was textbook, self-centered, entitled, narcissistic. Oh, I can't come to where you want me to come. Victimization right there. You see what I'm saying? He calling her a victim while he playing victim for saying, how you gonna tell me I can't come to my own country? Number two, Hawaii was literally on fire and burnt down. And these folks is so self-centered and entitled, they trying to argue with Hawaiians about why they still should be able to vacation. But he called her narcissistic. Number three, this man talked all this smack about history and called her hypocritical. You see what I'm saying? And said you believe power should be earned equally and then said something about a country being taken over. You know what I'm saying? You called her the state. It really was a kingdom. This is a picture, though, y'all, of the Honolulu Rifles. You see what I'm saying? A picture of colonizers that, based off of their identity, want to control the actions of other people. They literally held the king of the Kingdom of Hawaii at gunpoint and said, hey, listen, man, sign over the land rights and the voting rights to your people, or I'm going to pop you and everybody in here. So, of course, King David had to do what he had to do. You see what I'm saying? But he being hypocritical, though. Number 4, speaking of being hypocritical and talking about, I believe that culture should be shared. I'm going to get to what you said before that just a minute ago. But listen, yo, these are the children of the missionaries that went to Hawaii that was sharing their culture with them, and they literally came back to take over their country. You see what I'm saying? Overthrew the kingdom in the name of tourism, sugarcane, and business. Number 5, don't that sound familiar, y'all? We gonna come in, preach to you about the gospel of Jesus, and then we gonna turn Judas to be on you. That is the history illustrated of a European missionaries coming to set up shop. Number 6, this man literally said, I also think it's hypocritical that the same desire for you not to want people to come to your state because your inherent want for power is the same desire that told people to come to your state and take it over. And he followed that statement by saying, culture should be shared amongst people. What in the colonial contradictions is going on here? Number 7, this is a picture of Sanford Dole, an individual that, based off of his identity, wanted to control the actions of an entire island and westernize it and get it overthrown. Number 8, don't take my word for it. Research over me searching. I'm using Wikipedia too. I'm baiting somebody to bet me on this one. Sanford Dole was an American Hawaiian lawyer and jurist. He lived through the periods of Hawaii and Kingdom, Proctorate, Republic, and Territory. He was a Hawaiian-born descendant of American missionary community in Hawaii. Dole advocated for the westernization of Hawaii government and control. After the overthrow of the monarchy that he helped usher in far away, he served as the governor, secured Hawaii's annexation into the United States. So we kept on talking about we can't come to your state. The reason why it's a state now is because individuals like Sanford Dole and Lip Filler Buddy do not respect the humanity of culture of individuals when they be nice to them and let them on their land. Number 9, culture should be shared and power should be earned and handled equally. Listen, man, these folks convinced the military of America to be able to come over to Hawaii and overthrow the kingdom of Queen Lili, because I don't know how to say her name. But listen, man, hypocritical. I'm talking about we get taught history through the perspective of colonizers that love to romanticize and sanitize what actually happened. Number 10, when he said we see people using their identities and victim statuses to control people all the time, he was talking about us, wasn't he? And speaking of us, y'all, this next video I'm about to play is an example of what you should not say, and it's going to literally outline the more Hawaiian history from the voice and perspective of a Hawaiian.
Okay, so I need y'all to educate me on Hawaii and tourism. How come they want people to stop coming here? But when things like the Maui fire happen, they want our resources. They need help. They need donations from other people. How would those places be able to thrive without tourism? I don't understand. Ain't nobody gonna say it, but I will.
I think this is really sad. This is not a shot nor disrespect intended to you, but to ask that question means that you have a very colonized mindset. You think the way of a colonizer. I'm not from Hawaii, so I'm going to put this in indigenous terms of people that have been affected by colonization. The indigenous, in this case, the people of Hawaii, Hawaiian way of life and mindset when it comes to living, use of land and money is not the same as Americans. Now, do you really think that if not for tourism, the people of Hawaii wouldn't be able to survive? There's lots of places with palm trees and beaches that survive without tourism. Tourism is the only way America can survive in Hawaii. Now, if you understand that, then follow the next concept. Imagine I break into your house. I take your house and I say, this is now my house, and I'm going to make a lot of money out of your house. I'm going to build y'all some dog houses around the house because I'm going to need people to work for me. That's where y'all gonna live. Now, if you want, you can come in the house and I'll give y'all jobs on this house that I stolen from you. Then y'all can set the mood for the tourists to come here. Y'all got a dope culture. We're gonna pimp that too. Y'all take this little bit back to your dog houses, and then we're gonna take all of this. Now, the next concept. Who do you think really loves the land? Even though the land was stolen by America and they're pimping the land and the people for all it's worth, when disaster strikes, even though the indigenous people are living in a doghouse, they still know that that is their land. So you're criticizing the people of Hawaii for saying, look, y'all need to do something. You made all this money here. Fix it and get the fuck out. And take them entitled ass tourists with you. Only somebody with a colonized mind would fix their mouth to say, when disaster strikes, y'all Hawaiians, indigenous people, now want our money and resources. That's the money that they stole from the people, my brother.
Number 11, like that last clip is illustrated, historically speaking, when y'all regurgitate the speaking points about tourism and how this drives the economy of Hawaii, that was manufactured by the colonists and businessmen that took over and overthrew Hawaii. You see what I'm saying? But I'll give y'all a benefit of the doubt because obviously the argument was so convincing. That's how they was able to convince the American military to help them in overthrowing the kingdom even before Hawaii was a state. Y'all know that Hawaii state got annexed in the 1950s, right? So I don't want to hear nothing about, you feel me? This was so long ago, so in the past, let it go. Man, my grandpa was born in the 1950s. Number 12, speaking of family, y'all know Sanford Dole, the dude that was able to help overthrow the monarchy in Hawaii. He's also kinfolks with the founder of the Dole pineapples. Number 13, just like a lot of those Hawaiian resorts being built on the blood and bones of Hawaiian indigenous people, we know that the Dole Company was also the same thing. The Hawaiian Pineapple Company, founded by James Dole, is known all over the world as the Dole Food Company, one of the most recognized brands in the world today. Number 14, this is a great example of how colonialism throughout the world operates. You see what I'm saying? Europeans come, they say, close your land. I'm going to get this Bible in your hand. And when you open your eyes, they got the land. They got the resources. That's really how it goes. Lip injections, cuz really hit us with the, I'm an American and I can go to any state in this country I want to because that's my identity. I don't care if the people in this state have a lack of resources or if the state gets caught on fire. I can go anywhere I please because I deserve to be able to go on vacation and my vacation money runs your economy. I forgot what number I'm on, but think about it in conclusion. It's so bad in Hawaii right now that the governor of the state is encouraging the locals to take on individuals inside their home because they have a lack of housing. They have a lack of water. You see what I'm saying? They have a lack of food. And this individual is trying to argue with them about why they should be able to go to other parts of the island. Do y'all recognize that the natives that's a part of Hawaii, they got family members that's probably all throughout the state? You see what I'm saying? So when y'all being self-centered and being goddamn selfish and being narcissistic, how y'all want to put it, you see what I'm saying? Really think about what the implications of your desires have. You see what I'm saying? And think about it like this. Does your identity of being a naturalized American citizen override the indigenous rights of people in Hawaii? I know you was taught so, but it don't. You see what I'm saying? It's inhumane and immoral. You feel me? Last thing I say for real is,
I love how, it made reference to the Europeans coming, handing over the Bible to them, telling them to close their eyes, and before they open it, they have taken over their land. These people will literally go to these places and act like they have the good interest of these people at heart. They want to help them to build their country, but every single time they have left them worse than they met them. And this man thinking they wouldn't have been able to survive if these people are not, vacationing over there is insane. There are so many people who are on the street, they can't even afford anything in that same place. And they are the native people of this place. Now tell me, what does it mean when you accommodate or create a safe space for tourist people, but the real owner of that land are suffering? They are on the streets. They have been ripped off. A lot of things have been stolen away from them. They have hijacked all the things that these people are supposed to have access to. They don't even have access to good water. They don't even have money to be able to get a house. They don't even have money to be able to get the basic amenities to get by their day. And this man said this lady is being entitled. She's trying to gatekeep culture. It is how he constantly tells on himself. Like, he is calling this lady a narcissistic person when he is literally a narcissistic person who have drank the water of his forefathers because he's acting so entitled. They feel they have the right to have access to all of these things. They feel like the world is the same everywhere. So because it doesn't affect them, they don't know what other people are going through. Because they are living a better life, they think it's the same for these people as well. They don't have a full understanding of the pain that these people are in because of their own people. And this lady is saying people should not vacation in Hawaii, allow these people to just grow their economy, and he is saying they are fighting for the right for power. He claims it is part of their land, and telling people not to come, vacation in Hawaii is insane, the land that you all stole. Take for instance the situation of things going on in Hawaii. I am sending out my prayers to people affected during this period. They need their own hotel now that businesses, houses, all the things that these people have has been burnt down. They need the taxi, the private taxi that these tourist people rent. They need it now because a lot of cars were burnt, a lot of properties were destroyed. And what this lady is saying is not even something that is new, because I came across another interview which I will be showing you guys in the next video. And what is more annoying is the fact that he said this lady's post has nothing to do with history and more of a desire for power. So if you think it's more of a desire for power, why do you think you have the power and entitlement to want to be in every other person's business, every other person's culture? Why do you feel that sense of entitlement if you yourself are not fighting certain power? And this is the reason why I said this guy is literally telling on himself. Every single thing is said or called that lady, he is that person himself. What is going on with the people in Hawaii is no different from colonization. These people are literally being ripped off of the things that they are supposed to use to get by their day-to-day life and activities. And other people who come as a tourist or who comes to vacation have access to all these things because now they have increased the price and their own native people can no longer afford it. This lady is saying they should just stop just for them to be able to develop their country, just so their own people can live a better life. Seems crazy to this white guy. Like, he is the narcissistic person here. I don't know how he has the mind to tag this lady as a narcissistic person, saying they are fighting for the right for power, when everything this lady is just trying to tell them is the fact that their own people over there are devastated and things need to change and they need to correct a certain things. But their entitlement mentality will not let them see past their skin because they feel they should be entitled to every single thing. I love to be in everyone's business. It makes them go mad. I am going to stop here, you guys. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm sending my prayer once again to the people in Hawaii. I hope things get better very, very soon. Thank you all so much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, and I love you guys.